My hair is sticking up everywhere. That's fantastic. Look how exhausted I am. This is hungover from not alcohol, but a migraine. Look at that. I had a really bad migraine earlier. Katie, I'm getting your box all together tonight to send out. So I'm going to send you an email once it's shipped. I don't want you to think that I forgot about you. Hello, ladies. I missed you guys. Yes, Tammy made it. Katie and Courtney and Melissa, Maggie. I'm doing all right. Just trying to feel a little bit better. I had such a horrible migraine today. Dana's doing good. He's doing good. Thankfully, he's doing good. Ooh, from France. I've always wanted to go to France so bad. That's so cool. How are you guys doing? Doing good? You're so sweet. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out. No, not yet. He hasn't had the funeral yet. I believe that they're still trying to like tie up some loose stuff and figure out a lot of stuff. Sadly, death tends to bring out some ugly colors in people. So I think they're trying to figure out a lot of stuff. Ooh, ice chips. Why does that sound so good to me right now? Tell your child I said hi. Hello. I'll try to keep my swearing to a minimum if a child's watching. I don't know how to share this. I thought I did, but I don't. Thank you. It's okay. My French is horrible. My cat, or how do you say it in French? Le chat? Le chat? Le shithead. Oh, there's a kid watching. See? Oh, she's gone. Okay. Whew. Kiki. Come. You don't have to yell from the hallway. Come on. I hear you. And so doesn't everybody else. Say, hi, guys. I'm the grumpiest cat ever. So grumpy. Look how mad he is. He's like, bitch, don't touch me. Want to go outside. He's so snuggly. And my daughter's, now I have cat hair on my face. My daughter's cat, which is gray and very, very small, petite cat. She's like an adult. You can see his tail. She is the devil. She does not let anyone but my daughter touch her. You try to touch her and this cat will attack like a ninja. So I'm glad that I at least have one cat that's lovable. He's needing me right now with his claws. He's grumpy though. Like my husband always says that my cat's a dick because he just sits there and just glares at my husband. Yes, he does look 100% done with my shit. He's so mad that I won't let him outside. He's super grumpy, you guys. Oh, you just got 3 kittens? Mm, I want another one. My husband's like, "What are you gonna do when your cat dies?" And I'm like, "Cry?" What's her name? Your assistant's name? I haven't checked my email today. Was it today? Unaffiliation. If you have her name or her email, I'll be able to find it. And I said, "Cry, of course." I was like, "And then I want another kitten." He did not look enthused. Hey, Maria. He's a dog person. I'm not a dog person. I need to take some headache medicine. This headache is trying to come back with a vengeance. I don't know what is going on. I think it's because I'm about to get my period. You know how that shit goes, you guys, where you get breakouts all over your face. I have one right in the middle of my forehead. Like, I mean, it is so symmetrical. Right in the middle. I mean, if I don't have a target, I don't know. I don't know. I'm happy you made it too, Diana. Ooh, Queen has an issue, Jennifer. I'm not going to repeat my issue because I will get pissed all over again. Who are we mad at? I hope it's not me. Oh, Diana, I'm so glad. Not that you have a migraine, but that you're happy to be here. I can't eat chocolate, Queen Jennifer. I can't eat chocolate, sadly. I would be taking Imitrex right now, Charlie, if I wasn't allergic to it or have some weird reaction to it, which sucks because they still haven't given me anything else to take besides the Excedrin, which they don't want me to take because of a rebound headache, which I've never gotten a rebound headache that I know of anyway. Did anybody get notifications for this? I know that it's happening to a lot of creators and they are so angry about it, but it seems like the larger YouTubers are the ones that are throwing like the most public fits because they can get heard more, and YouTube is like directly going to their channel and fixing stuff. So I don't think that, I don't know. Oh, good. I'm glad to see that you guys did get it, mostly. I do know that there is a new thing where just hitting the bell doesn't work anymore. You have to hit the bell and then there's like a little spot to like go down and you have to press always and save it, because you can click the bell, but then you can pick and choose when you want to actually be notified. Occasionally, sometimes, never, always, or something like that. So if it's happening just sometimes, then you might have to switch it. I have no idea. I have no idea. I can't keep up with YouTube's shenanigans anymore. Yeah, but I'm talking about like up there with like Glam and Gore and all of those huge people. I'm still like a micro influencer. I think that's what they call it. My tiny little self. And it's crazy to think because when I had 300 subscribers and I looked at someone with the channel size of what I have now, I was like, oh my God, they're huge. They have a huge channel. I don't know why they're making things so difficult. It is, oh, I should not have drank that soda. Ginger ale makes my stomach feel better, but it's burpy. I don't know why they're doing this. It's making it so hard. It's making it impossible for new people, and it's making it very frustrating for people who are already successful. Oh, seriously? You already had a migraine and then they dilated your eyes? Like, yeah, that's not going to make it 1,000 times worse. Wow. A P channel, a micro P, a micro P. I was also watching a video on Manny. Was it from Peter Mon? I did see a video about Manny and Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star's supposed DMs, private DMs, where he basically called Manny a monster and said he was the worst person in the world. And I'm like sitting there going, well, yeah, I've been saying this for what, over 2 years now? Like, I mean, honestly, is Jeffree one to talk? Probably not. But yeah, I don't think either one of them are really the most fantastic people, but who knows? We don't really know them. I just know my personal account with Manny was something where I'm like, nah, nope, never. Did he really? What did he say, Tammy? Well, we all know that Manny can't keep his mouth shut. So he's gonna say something. My picture is crooked and it's bugging me. How did it get crooked? I don't know how it got crooked, and I don't dare touch it because it'll probably fall off the wall and then it'll be a nightmare. Oh my God, do we all have headaches? What is it? Is the universe like messed up? Are we all about to get our periods? I know I'm like very close to getting my period, so I'm breaking out all over my face and like these cystic type breakouts, like the deep under the skin gnarly ones. And I have like 3 of them going on right now, and I'm just a mess. I'm a hormonal mess right now. With Peter Mon, see, I have a hard time watching Peter Mon. I stay subscribed to him. I don't know. I don't even know why, to be honest. It's more out of laziness of unsubscribing, but his videos are too theatrical for me, and he never gets to the point, and I can never get through one of his videos. Oh, I hope you feel better. Oh, you're lucky, Misty. You don't get periods. I wish I didn't get periods. Yeah, 4 kids will do that to you. Chronic migraines from children. Yeah, I just have a really hard time. Like, he has great titles. They make me want to click on them, and I do, and then I'm like, okay, is this clickbait? Like, is he gonna actually talk about it, or is it just his opinion? Does he have actual information? Like, I want to see actual information, like I know a lot of people love him, and I don't see anything wrong with it, but it's just most of the time I'm trying to relax and he gives me the jitters because he's so like screamy and theatrical and playing on his pretend phone or like screams singing into the camera, and I I just can't do that. Oh, I'm never touching Depo. I don't need to gain any weight, and I heard that makes you big. The hysterectomy I'll take though. I'll take that. A full one. I'll take the hormone medication. I don't care. Oh, does he do sex stuff? Yes, he takes way too long to get to the point, and that's my problem too. Yeah, I know a lot of people complained about a lot of stuff that other people do on their channels. I even did it for a while too. And then you see them do it. You see them eventually do it. And it's like no mention of, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Nothing. Now everybody does it, especially drama channels, but everybody is putting multiple ads in their videos, even the shorter ones. And it's because I noticed with this whole notification crap going on, my views were cut in half, literally half, and they were already shit to begin with. And now I'm getting half of the views that I did because people aren't even being shown my video. So this is probably just people's way of trying to compensate the money from their videos because they're losing half of their views. I watch it, yeah. I don't mind watching a little bit of drama now and then. It's just I don't want to be insulted with the drama. Like, don't get on there and just tell me your opinion of what happened, or tell me, rumors of what happened. Like, if you're going to get on there and tell me the actual information, screenshots, proof of things, what exactly happened. And then, leave your opinion to the end or something like that because I don't like it. I don't like it any other way. Yeah, I've told a story about it wasn't even really about meeting Manny. I tried after the whole thing that happened. I did meet him face to face, and he ran away from me. And I was quite intoxicated at the time, but I was very nice to him because I was like, "Oh, here we are. Hi, Manny." Like, "Ha." And I wasn't gonna start anything because it was just as awkward for me as it was for him. But I definitely was going to talk to him about the situation. That's just the kind of person I am. I'm not gonna go through something like that online and then not say something to your face. I'm not that kind of person. So, but he ran. He ran to the elevator with Patrick. I mean, like ran, turned ghost white and ran. And that made me lose respect for him after the fact that he pulled all that shit with Karina and then saying what he said under my video and apologizing and then deleting it. I mean, it was just a bunch of things. And then his friend, Jen Gerard, who he so obviously is not friends with anymore, doing what she did to me and trying to blacklist me from YouTube and everybody in the beauty community. Y'all know this. Yeah, when he ran. When he ran. Like my husband was standing right there and he laughed so hard. He's like, "Let me guess, that's Manny." And I'm like, yeah, the video that I did on the Karina Kaboom and Jen Gerard situation, Manny did end up commenting on some bullshit. I don't even remember exactly what he said, but he tried to play it off like he didn't do anything wrong, but he was so sorry and all this other stuff that he respected my opinion on it, and then he deleted it. Right, Tammy? Oh, Charlie, that does not sound fun. See, that's another reason why I hate going to the doctors is because I inevitably always end up in some kind of operation that I don't want. So I'm just staying away from it all. I'm fixed now. Ah, that's funny. I'm thinking about doing it myself. I know that my husband just did it, but seriously, I can't keep it out of the back of my mind that people get pregnant off of having sex with someone with a vasectomy all the time. And I just don't trust it. So it gave me no reassurance. Like I have zero reassurance, even though he's got it done. Like I'm still like, no, no, no. Will you keep us updated, Charlie, on it? Like when it's gonna happen, when you go in, stuff like that? Because we care. We do. And I'm nervous with you. Like I don't know Manny. I don't know anybody personally. I know a few personal, but not up there like that. I've had that issue with him that was years ago. He could have changed by now. I mean, I personally don't feel like there's been any kind of positive change, but I don't know him. You know what I mean? It's just that's the one experience I've had with him and it wasn't positive at all. And I haven't seen anything better for me since. So I don't know. Some people love him. A ton of people love him, but he ain't for me. He's not for me. I feel like that kind of behavior is just something that's embedded in you and it takes a lot of work to change that way of thinking. And in the industry that he's in and as high up as he is and the group of friends that he has, I do not see that ever happening. I see him being enabled to do it more than anything. So he's probably grown that monster. Exactly, Misty. That's what I'm saying. I know so many people who are like, "Oh, hey, see this kid? That's a vasectomy baby." And I'm like, "No, thank you." Like, I think that I would just like, I should have just gone and got fixed too. And that's still not 100%, even if we both were technically fixed? Like, at this point, I'm like, keep those babies away from me. No more. I've done my duty. I have three. That's all my household can hold. Would you ever do Big Brother with other YouTubers? What's Big Brother? All right, Charlie. Yes, keep us updated because I really want to know everything that's going on with you. And you have my number, right, girl? You can just text me too if it's too personal. Katie, I always said I loved being pregnant. I had the best pregnancy with Kingston, and then Keegan was so freaking horrible that I think that I'm in the same boat. I would just never get pregnant again, even if I was rich and lived in a mansion. No, thank you. I would probably move on to like adoption or something like that. I can't do it again. I don't think my body could do it again. I think that I would fall apart, literally. Best TV show ever, YouTube. Okay. All right, I'll have to look it up. I think it's Big no wait, let me guess. Is Big Brother the show where all of the celebrities go into a house? It was what Trisha Paytas had done. They like celebrities all go into a house and they like live together, kind of like the Real World that was on MTV. Is that Big Brother? I don't really watch a lot of cable or something like that, like those kind of show type things. It's a reality show. Okay. So would I ever do that with other YouTubers? Oh, in a heartbeat, but it would be horrible. It probably would be. Like I don't even know. I'm not a good person for stuff like that because I think I'm too real for something like that because they try to say that that's reality TV and that it's all real and raw, but it's really not. It's really not. And I think that I'd get kicked out. I'm too old for this shit. Yeah. I'm so feeling that right now, Misty. I'm so feeling that I'm too old for this shit. I am. See, that's what I'm saying, Ashley. Like my personality, along with my mental illnesses and my, I guess, a little bit of bitterness towards the YouTube beauty community and how it is, I think I'd get kicked off because I think that I'd probably smack someone in the mouth. Like I think that I think they'd kick me out. I think they would. That's what I'm saying, Maria. I'd probably be exactly like Cardi B. And you know that Cardi B would punch someone's teeth down their fucking throat. You know she would. I'd just be going around being like, you're fake, stop that right now. Smack them on the mug. Like, stop that. You know you're lying. You know you're full of shit. Or you'll just see me on the couch going, looking at my watch, like, get the fuck out of here. I'd be in the camera like, help, help, get me out of here. Well, they're all doing yoga and all sorts of stuff, looking at the mirror, taking selfies. You'll see me on one of those squishy balls hopping around the house. Like, you're fake, fuck you too. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You can't get physical. It's like a rule type of thing. You can't do all this stuff. If my ball just randomly goes flying across the house and hits somebody, that's not on me. I'm going to watch it, Tammy. I'm going to look it up on YouTube when I'm done here and I'll see what it's all about. But you guys know, like, think about it. Picture if you were in there with a bunch of YouTubers. For one, it'd make you really sad because that 99% of these people that we watch are not who they portray themselves as. Like they just can't be. They have to portray themselves as good, happy, beautiful people. Otherwise, they wouldn't have the following that they have. You can't show that nasty side of you without a lot of people being angry and believing that that's the only type of person you are. And that's why smaller channels and people like that you see more real actions from, is because they don't care that much. They don't have as much to lose. So people, you just know they're not how they're portrayed. And that's sad. Like, I would hate to be in a Big Brother situation with people that I actually like and watch, because I'd be too scared that they weren't going to be who I thought they were, and then I wouldn't like them anymore. Did you see the crying Tati video today? What? No? Oh, you don't like her. No, I did not see it. I don't know what I feel about Tati. I like her. Like, I like to watch her videos occasionally. Um, but I'm not really sure if I think that she's an actual good person. I think that she is. I think, but I mean, like anyone, we all have evil sides, you guys. There are probably things that I do in my life, or I've said in my life, or I've done, or maybe still do, or believe in, that would make every single one of you guys hate me, or dislike me, or second guess if you really know who I am, or if your vision of who I am is who I really am, if that makes sense. So it's just really hard. It's really hard to like really. Why do you feel that way though, Misty? Like, what changed for you? What was the one thing that happened that made you think that she was a horrible person? I still need it. I want to know what the hell this crying video is. Yeah, but I don't think that Tati was ever truly humble, you guys. Like, I think that she was always kind of like a princess. I mean, if you watch her videos from way back, she still had this like princess demeanor. Like, she still had it. I actually like watching her PR hauls, and she's probably the only larger YouTuber that I watch their PR hauls, and it's only because she gets literally everything, and then I can just hurry up and see what all the new stuff is, and then I'm like I'm out. I don't have to watch anybody else. Like, I think Tati is maybe the lesser of evils when it comes to all of the larger YouTubers. I think she's the lesser of evils, personality wise, but who knows? She could be like this huge ass gnarly wolf in sheep's clothing. You never know. Was it about Kate Spade? I heard that they did some messed up stuff about the Kate Spade incident. Like, they put out information and pictures that they were not supposed to. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell that Tati is, well, she may be a nice person in a way. She's one of those personalities that I had a friend that not only looks like Tati almost to a T, but acts like Tati too. And I mean, she was my best friend in the whole world. I even lived with her for a while. They are an acquired taste. And it doesn't make them bad people, but they are a pain in the ass because they're not humble. They're very snotty. Um, and they have no idea that they are. They're the kind of people that will give out dirty ass looks. I used to have to yell at my friend all the time, and I'd be like, "You're glaring at that person. Like, you need to stop." And she'd be like, "What? What? No, I'm not." And I'm like, "Yes, you are. You got crazy bitch eyes at that person, and that's a random stranger." And she'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know." Like, there's types of people like that they come off so entitled and snotty and prissy, and they don't even seem to see it, they don't even seem to know it. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I don't really get a full read off from her of how I feel. So, but I do like her content. I think her content is thorough and nice and informative. So I watch her every now and then. I don't watch all of her stuff though. I don't watch a lot of stuff lately anymore when it revolves around the beauty community. I've been watching a lot of other stuff. I think it's because I just needed a full break from the beauty community for a bit because it gets really, really hard and really, really daunting. Hey, Lori. How doing, woman? Yes, I think that she is a very high maintenance person. I think that she is. Which is fine. I mean, she's got a husband, a wonderful husband, like she's living her life. She's living her best life. But I mean, for a lot of people, her personality is not going to come off very good to them because of how she is. And I think that if it wasn't for the fact that I had a best friend for a very long time just like that, I probably would hate her too. Oh my gosh, Genevieve is just the most gorgeous thing in the whole world. She is. She's just adorable. I don't think her vitamins should be so damn expensive. Yeah. I mean, they're cheaper than some. They're cheaper than a lot, but then they're also more expensive than a lot too? All of that YouTuber crap is expensive. That's why the last time I was live, I told you guys that someone brought up merch and stuff, and I was actually talking to my husband about that, about the Nikki-isms and the I'm violated, and he actually came up with a couple too. Oh, I cut for free, because I say that all the time. I don't know if I've ever said that in video or anything like that, but when someone makes me mad or says something that I'm like insulted about in my real life, like I'll always look at them and be like, I cut for free. Like I say that all the time. Or I'll be like, you do know that I cut for free, right? Like and so he wants that on a t-shirt. Like he said he would rock that. And my only problem with it is that merch and having your own business and stuff like that, you have to inflate the price insanely. And I don't want to have merch that's a fucking arm and a leg when, like, I refuse to sell something that I wouldn't be able to buy myself. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if I could ever, and I won't sell something that's shitty quality. So I don't know if I could ever do it based on that fact. Anyone come at who? At Tati? I don't think so, because I don't think Tati hangs around a lot of people. She tried to stick her toe in with Jeffrey and all of them, and I think that it got too like there's just too much drama, and she stepped out. I think she's a homebody. Like she stays in her lane and does her own thing. That's why I don't mind her as much as the rest of them. Is because you can tell she doesn't go to a lot of events. She doesn't go on trips. She doesn't hang out with all these people, and you don't see her in drama a lot. And if she's in drama, it's her own damn drama. It's not somebody else's. It makes her a little bit less of a problem for me. But I can see why people wouldn't like her because her personality, it's one of those things where you either have to have the same personality or you have to understand that personality. Otherwise, you're going to be like, oh, hell no. I don't like princess personalities. Oh, I love Rudolph. I used to sing that song all the time. I love that movie. I believe that I actually have it on CD, or the whole collection actually, like Frosty the Snowman, and there was other ones too. I think I bought the whole collection one year because I wanted my kids to watch it, but they were like, "What is this shit? I don't like this." And I'm like, "You guys suck. You're all commies." And see, that's what I'm afraid of, Anne, is that because she probably got it from a really good site, and she has to make a profit off it, and so don't they. So the inflation on it is you're actually like what you're getting is cost a quarter of what you have to pay. And that's what I'm afraid about. Like I would love to do merch. I'm not a big enough channel where it would actually be something that was successful. It would be like a here and there type of thing. And so I don't even know, for one, if a company would keep me on or I'd end up paying out more than I'd get in. And then I would hate for you guys to be like, I can't afford that because I'd want something that's good quality, but I have to make a profit too, and I'd have to pay that company. And it's all, It's all a pain. So I'm just gonna do as much research as I can because I really do want to come out with a couple of things. If not for anything, but just for myself. But I just want to see how the whole process would go. Yeah, that whole crowd, Manny and Laura and James Charles and all of them, they're all so much younger than me, and I can't handle that generation. Like the way that a lot of them are, or at least on YouTube, a lot of them are. I can't do it. Like I'm over here with like chronic fucking migraines all the time. That's the last thing I need to do is watch Laura or Manny or any of them. I'm not even subscribed to them. Ooh, mugs. Definitely mugs, you know, like because those are usually the most affordable things too. I love Shane Dawson. I love Shane Dawson. I love him. I wonder if my husband's home. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that anybody can relate to me. Sometimes I feel like I'm not relatable because I'm too crazy. I went down the rabbit hole today, Nicole, with his videos and his conspiracy. Like, I watched his conspiracy with his brother, the conspiracy video he just came out with, which he got attacked for by the K-pop fandom. Oh my goodness. I'm just in there like, let the man live, okay? Let him live. But I got into such a mind frame when he was talking about the flat earth theories and things like that. Oh man. So I went down a rabbit hole of all of his conspiracy theory videos. I just love him. I think he does so much for the community, for people, for his fans, even for his haters, you know, like that man, that man. I didn't brush mine. I didn't brush my hair today. I don't watch very many people. Like I watch Jen, like Erica said from Jen Loves Reviews. I watch like Samantha March. I can't even think of. I know I watch more. I don't miss Lori, and I watch very small YouTubers now because they're cooler. Smaller channels are cooler. Oh, and I do like Raw Beauty Christie. I watched her video with her sister. Oh, that was so hilarious. No, I've never heard of them, Nicole. What kind of genre are they in? I tried to watch Taylor from that Taylor, or I don't know how to say it, but I don't know. I just can't really get into it. Maybe I just need to watch her a little bit more. I freaking love Raw Beauty Christie. Like I like her. I don't care. I don't care whether she's a good or bad person, to be honest, because she's so damn funny and entertaining that she just gives me everything that I need. Oh, you know what? I used to watch Miss Gold Girl. She's been around a long time. I think I used to watch her a lot. Hi. Yeah. That's a baby. Say hi. Don't grab it. Say hi, guys. Oh, he's kicking it. Hmm? Say hi. Don't kick it. Stand up, big boy. Stand up, big boy. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Woo! Let's not grab that. Okay. You need to go brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Bye, baby. I'll be right out. Oh, you won't beat me. Thanks, lover. Isn't he getting so big? He's so big. He is, right? He's 9 months in 3 days, and he's almost in size 24-month clothing. He's massive, you guys, massive. And he is such a brute, like a brute. He takes my husband's beard and just rips it, or he'll look right at him and just rip his glasses right off his face and just hold him there, like looking at him like, what? He's such a brute. He's just so big. You guys get to see everybody today. Oh my goodness. The cat, my kids. It's share. It's show and tell today. Right? He's freaking huge. And we thought Kingston was big. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that Keegan's going to outgrow Kingston in like 2 years. Katie, we need to exchange. Do you see what I'm saying? I totally forgot about it, Katie. I totally forgot about it. But I need to get your package out. Don't feel bad. It happens. Life happens. Life happens. I more than understand that. Oh, you'll have to rewind it. Rewind it a little bit, Misty, so you can see him. He tried to take down the whole laptop. He's got this thing about my laptop because my keys glow red because I have the HP Beats edition, special edition laptop, and I think he thinks this is like his motherboard to take over the world. So he always wants it. He's always trying to get to this laptop. Oh my gosh, a 1-year-old in 4T. I swear that's going to end up being me with Keegan because he's huge. Girl, anything between 18 months and up would be good. Ooh, Erica, keep us updated. Then we got to work on names because it's like it's our baby. I'm so into it. I'm so into it. So I wanted to ask you guys what you saw. Okay. It's so funny because I have said that Keegan is like Stewie since he was in my stomach because he would kick me so hard if I tried to touch him. He would kick me in the ribs or just kick out of my stomach. Like he would be so aggressive about it that I was like, you watch, this kid is going to be a shithead. He's going to be like Stewie. And when he came out, his personality is such Stewie. I mean, it's Stewie. It's like he's trying to kill me. Like I know that he's like thinking about it in his brain all the time. He's a daddy's boy, like through and through. But I swear he's thinking about my destruction every second of the day. And the cat's destruction too. He hates the cat. So it's like a thing. It's a thing. I'm pretty sure. I should have just called him Stewie. If Stewie wasn't such like a weird name, you know, like not a norm name, I think I would have called him Stewie. But what do you call him? Like Stuart? Stuart? I don't know if I could have named my kid Stuart. It's not bad though. I shouldn't have called him Keegan. I'll tell you that. And that's because trying to say Keegan and Kingston together never works. Never. I set myself up for failure. Why did no one warn me when I told you guys his name when I was still pregnant? Someone should have said, hey, you're not going to be able to say those two names together. You're going to get mad at one and say the other's name. You know, think about this, Nikki. Nope, no one had my back. Okay? Just like to put that out there into the universe. That no one had my back. All right, Maggie, thanks for coming in. I'm going to run soon too, probably in a few minutes. Make sure these kids actually get in bed and actually brush their teeth because my children think it's funny to just wet their toothbrush and then run. Just like my daughter got in the shower today and I was doing her hair because she had a function at the school to go to, and I noticed that she never actually washed her hair. She tried to tell me she did. And I was like, you do know that I like do beauty stuff for a living. And I know, and even people who don't do it for a living, when you're a mom, you know, when your kid hasn't freaking washed their hair. Why? Why do they think they can get away with this? Oh, I love the name Peyton. Oh, I love that name so much. And I know, I know that it's from One Tree Hill. Oh, Brooklyn and Derek. Those are beautiful names too. Is Derek from like Grey's Anatomy? I just instantly thought that. It's probably a family name, isn't it? Yeah, right. I like Tammy's answer because we all did it too. Like, damn it. We all were just not thinking. We were not thinking of how this was going to go when we got angry at them. You know, like it's from Grey's. Girl, you just like became my best friend. You just seriously, heart to heart. Oh, McDreamy. If we could only name our children McDreamy. Oh, Chase. Chase. Oh, Chase, I mean Josh. My baby girl's name is Arrow Olivia. What? Serena. Serena reminds me of Gossip Girl so much. Serena. You guys chose some good names. That's what I was just thinking that. Arrow Olivia is so uniquely gorgeous. Gemma Faye. See, if I ever did have an oops kid, if I end up having a vasectomy kid, me and my husband have already talked about it. And we decided that if we ever do end up pregnant again through a vasectomy, that there was going to be no discussion. We were having the child because if the child gets through chopped nuts, it deserves to live. So if that ever happens, I'm letting you all choose the baby's name, or at least help, because you guys obviously know what you're doing way better than I do, because these names are beautiful. Oh, Maria, you know I'm not going to be able to say that, right? I'm not. Okay, let me try. No, I'm not going to try. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah. Can we just say like Yanni and Izamar? Zamar? Is it silent? No. Nope. Any nicknames that I can pronounce? That's what I'm saying. You know, if you go through some pretty big things to not have children and you still end up pregnant, you better keep that baby. That baby was meant to be born. Draven Eris? What? Aries. Is it Draven Aries or Eris? Is Aries? That is freaking gorgeous, though. Yanni and Ice. Okay. It's still pretty names, though, you know? Can't pronounce them, but they're still beautiful. Aries and Dragon from the crowd. Yeah. You all making me want to have another baby so I can come up with some really crazy, unique name. These are really cool, though. But I wanted to ask you guys what you all thought about Roseanne getting canceled. I want to know because not a lot of people have talked about it since the first kind of day that it happened, and I was really wondering what people thought. Right, Rose? I agree. A vasectomy baby deserves the name of a Viking. Which I actually think that Keegan, it's an Celtic name, I believe. It's supposed to mean something strong. Oh my gosh, Maria. Yeah. I can see you living in Texas and people trying to say that. Oh man, that'd be so horrible. See, I'm so surprised that so many people say that they're not they're upset with the decision, and that it sucks and all of this, but so many like there wasn't many people saying that at first. So many people were like she's racist and pulling up stuff from skits she did a while ago with her in a Nazi costume. And that was an actual skit from something that she was trying to do against Nazis. Like, I couldn't believe it. I'd never started watching the new Roseanne show. I never did, probably because I just didn't have a chance to watch it yet. Because it was streamed on Hulu, so I could have. I just didn't get to it. But I was wondering what that was. It's my tag. Um, I just didn't understand it because she legitimately, because I follow her on Twitter, she's legitimately like beside herself because she thought that the person that she made comments about was white. She wasn't saying that knowing that the person was black. She legitimately thought she was a white person, but I also know that because I follow Roseanne on Twitter, she's known for saying messed up shit, but why are no other comedians ever losing all of their stuff for it? Why no one has lost a show. Jimmy Kimmel, he said some pretty racist shit too. He's never lost his show. There's a list of people. That's why I'm sitting there like, okay, well, if we're going to do this, then we need to hold that standard to everybody, to everybody. And the more that you like research it, the more it starts to look like they went after Roseanne so hard because she openly supports Trump. That's just what I was saying, Christy. Because ABC is anti-Trump. And I don't care who's for or against who when it comes to political. Y'all know I don't get into that shit. But I'm just so sad about where the world is going, what direction our society has chose to take. And it's making it very hard for me to want to come back onto social media. Like I come back and I stick a toe in and I'm like, ew, I don't know. I don't know. I think if they do use her as an example, Charlie, then they need to start knocking down everybody else. But I have a feeling that you will watch all these comedians and all of these late night show people, every one of them will go back to exactly what they've always done and nothing will happen to them. And that's really how I feel about it. I feel like they've been kind of targeting Roseanne for a long time. But I mean, her show was doing so well, so well. And I feel so bad for all of the rest of the cast members. I really do. But a few of them threw her under the bus so fucking quick before even seeing if she really meant what she said in a racist way. It's so hard to miscommunicate things online. Do you know how many times I've been called a racist because of things that I've said or people took out of context and they just decided to throw a racist label at me? I'm not going to go anywhere. I take my breaks, but to be honest, there's so many of you that are always on my side chat and always in my comment section that always support me. I would never be able to just leave and never look back because of you guys. I just wouldn't. You're legitimately my friends. I don't act online any different than I do in my real life. So when I say you guys are friends, you're my friend. We may not have met, but you are my friend. And I just don't walk away from that type of stuff. It just really sucks, no matter who you're for or who you're against politically, because it does not matter. And it won't matter in my comment section either. If I don't ever want to see people arguing about who they're for or against politically. It's too hard. It's too hard. It's both people have rights and wrongs with all of it. It for me, it doesn't matter on my channel. You can go anywhere else and it will matter anywhere else you want to be. But I like us all friends. When it comes to political shit or religious stuff, that breaks up friendships, especially if you don't know the person you're talking to. So it really doesn't matter here. I just like it. I just hate to see where that for or against stuff is leading us in society. Like the stuff that it's touching, the stuff that it's taking away, the stuff that it's giving us, the manner it's turning people's personalities into. It's scary, and that's why I bring up the Roseanne, is because I wanted to know. I saw so many people that were just straight like attacking her for her. I didn't see very many people at all upset about the situation on Twitter. And then I got on my Facebook and I saw the exact opposite. So I was like, why is it so bad on Twitter? Everybody's hanging this poor woman on Twitter. And then you get on Facebook and everybody is so upset, like people that I know in my personal life on my Facebook, so upset, and they had no problem sharing those feelings. But nobody shared those feelings on Twitter. Nobody. So I definitely wanted to know what you guys thought of it because of the way that everything's just affected. It's so affected, and it seems to be pick and choose with how it's affected. It's scary. Mhm. It does. And now that it's affecting your entertainment, so to speak, like it's scary to think that if you support the person that you've always grown up being taught to support, all these things that will get taken away from you, like it's real, real scary that my kids are going to grow up in it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like people on Facebook are super mad. But people on Facebook were like attacking her. We're talking about the Roseanne show getting canceled, Jen. And even though what she said in general, no matter what, was wrong, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what does this mean though? What is this going to mean for everybody else who says worse than she does on an everyday occasion? This leads back to a discussion that I had with you guys a while ago about nobody's perfect. And at some point, everybody says or does something that can be considered the same atrocity that Roseanne did. So if you're going to shoot someone down with no second chance, no, nothing, just gone, what are we going to end up with? We're going to end up with like Barney. That's what we're going to end up with. We're going to end up with Barney on TV. Because people are going to be too afraid to say anything because you can't say anything without offending somebody. Oh, thank you. Well, that's good. Everyone does. I put something up on my Facebook, my private Facebook, by this guy. I don't know who he is. He's got long hair. And it was like this skit about being offended and how you can be offended by everybody. And it's supposed to be funny. And it is. I showed it to my husband the other day, and it's just like everybody's offended by everything. Everything. And it's almost like they like it. Like they like it. And it can be very hard to deal with. Squirrel. That's kind of where I'm at, you know. What she said wasn't okay, whether she thought the person was white or black or whatever. Um, because from what she says, if what she says is true or not, she thought that this woman was white, and she wasn't talking about appearances from the Planet of Apes. She was talking about the personality of the character, with the person being overbearing and wanting to control everything. Um, the bad correlation, I guess you could say. But I know so many other talk show hosts, comedians, things like that, who have said so much worse. So much worse. And nothing. Nothing. They may have got a social media outrage, but then they apologize and everything's just forgotten 2 weeks later, you know? So I'm wondering if this is, you know, the networks and stuff stand, them taking a stand, but then I'm like, okay, then who else is going down to? Because you can't just do this to one person and not stop everything that's racist. Because there are a lot of things that are racist towards all different races that happen on television. So if we're going to knock it all out, let's take it all out at once. Yeah, I know, Peyton. And that makes you wonder on either side. Is she just incredibly stupid? Or was she just really not trying to make a racist statement? You never know. I can't say because, as far as I know, I don't know Roseanne to begin with, but she is also known for making some pretty messed up, racist, just horrible statements. You know, she is. She really is. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, every president that's ever been a president has screwed over some group of people at some point and screwed over the US in some point. You know, like nobody can fix it. Nobody can fix it. You can just make their own little dents too. You know, it's really hard. It's really hard. Trump's really, really good at messing shit up. Yes, I was just talking about that, about Kate Spade. Like I heard that the family's pretty upset because the media like showed pictures and released some details about the situation that they were not supposed to. Yeah, she, as far as I know, I didn't look too far into it just because I felt dirty doing so. But as far as I know, she committed suicide. She was found in her apartment in New York. Am I correct? Yeah. So, mhm, yep. And the media was right there, you know, right up in their ass and released some photos and information that the family did not want out there. And they should have had that right, you know? Oh, Mary, thank you. That's so nice. Oh, man. She's got a young daughter and they're putting that all over the media. Mm. This is times like right here. This instant right here is where stuff like that makes me want to walk away. And not from you guys, but just like social media. It can be this horrible black freaking hole, man. sometimes I'm just like, yeah, Beth, she committed suicide today or yesterday or at some point. Could you guys imagine? Could you imagine if that was you or if that was your mom? And there's these people out in the world who are so far in your business because they want to get paid. I mean, can you guys imagine how Whitney Houston and Bobby, the daughter Bobby, how they felt, how their family felt, how Bobby felt? I mean, and then look what happened with her. Like I don't even know how much the media plays into the bad things that happen to people or that people do to themselves. It is disgusting. I agree. And that's why another reason why I put that video out there explaining where I was and how I felt and what I was going through. I got attacked pretty bad for that video by the people who have always attacked me for years, but they thought they saw an opening. They thought they did. I'm not in that mind frame anymore. I may be down, but I'm not that down. Not no more. But it's creepy to see these total strangers and what they're like the time they're willing to waste trying to hurt someone they don't even know. And a lot of the times they do. And that's why they do it. It's because they know that they have this insidious power to affect people's lives negatively that they don't even know. And there are more people that are willing to do something like that than are willing to do good things. And that's scary. I do too, Christy. I 100% think that now that the world is so much more social media driven, there need to be harsher laws on social media, cyberbullying, cyber stalking, all of it. I think it needs to be reined in a little bit more, a lot more, 10,000 times more. I'm sorry, Beth. It's just too young. It's too young. And I wouldn't have made that video if I was even thinking about the haters. At this point, I'm so numb to them. I'm so numb to anyone who wants to come at me negatively. Like, I just don't care. I refuse to receive it. You know what I mean? Like, I can choose to receive it or I can choose not to. That's the beautiful thing about it. I choose to not give a shit. Like, see you later. They do. The laws need to be much worse, and I think they're afraid to touch it because they're afraid of touching freedom of speech. But I'm pretty sure our freedom of speech has already been altered, so to speak. Yes, I'm still on, Joe. Yes, I agree, Peyton. I agree. Anyone who is willing to harm a stranger is just not a good person. They're not happy with themselves. They are projecting, and it's something that you need to keep in your mind. But other than that, that's what the main group of it is. But then there's another group that's even down deeper and more horrible, that there's really nothing wrong with their lives. It's who they are. It's their personality. They are not good people. And they see that they have the ability to legitimately hurt people, and they like it. All right, Katie, I'll email you. I'll email you about your package, girl. I agree, Maria, 100%. You always have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of consequences. And this is what I have always said. Always said. You can have your freedom of speech. It does not mean that you are free from the consequences of what your speech does. Yeah. I learned a lot about judging, and I still do. I think that judging is a daily battle where you need to remind yourself to not do it. All right, girl. I think that it's hard, and a lot of people, because it's so easy to judge someone, a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it. It's kind of like swearing. Half the time I swear and I don't even realize I've done it, and that's judging for a lot of people. And I was doing it to my own family at times until it almost ruined us. And then I realized what I was doing, and it takes a lot to change that way of thinking. It takes a lot. And I still catch myself doing it now and then, when really people do really bad things or they make mistakes that are really bad. I find myself judging them pretty harshly when I've never placed myself in their shoes. And it's not right. It's not. People have no sympathy these days. They see one mistake and man, they're all ready to cut your head off. We're all human. We're all going to do things we're not supposed to every single day. I just figure as long as we try to be better the next day, that's as much as we can do, right? As long as we're not out there kicking babies, we're good to go. No slapping, no cats. I just wish people would learn to have a little bit more patience with everyone and a little bit more understanding, a little bit more sympathy. All right, Ashley, I'm about to head out too, actually. We'll all do good. I think everyone here we basically have the same kind of thought process, or at least the same maturity too. We may not all like Trump. We may not all agree with the Roseanne thing or anything that I talk about, but I like that we can talk about it and not have like a full-fledged like war in the comments. And I love our community here. I just do. I think that you guys are amazing people. Your thought process is it's my kind of people. You guys are my kind of people, the kind of people that I wish all lived on the same street as me, because we would have one hell of a time. It would be so much fun. I am going to do this again. Not tomorrow, but maybe Thursday or Friday. I'm going to do another live show. I wanted to do live shows this week for the lack of videos. A lot of people feel that way, Christy. A lot of people feel that all Trump supporters are racist. And I understand why they feel that way. But then again, I know so many who aren't. So I think it's just anger. It's anger right now. And it will be. And while he's in the presidency, it's just people are so angry and they have no idea where to place that anger, because what are you going to do? Scream at the TV when the president's on? He ain't going to hear you. So you put that anger towards some group or some person who will actually hear you. And it's never the right person. It's never. Oh my gosh, Lori, I would love for you to be my neighbor. Everybody come move to Lansing, New York, please. Please. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and discussing some kind of touchy topics, but I'm going to be back either Thursday or Friday. Okay. Hopefully I'll know so I can give you guys a little bit of a heads up beforehand. Hopefully. So more people can come. I agree with that so much. He is just a symptom of a greater problem. I agree. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a good night and you'll see me again soon. Bye, guys.